Hello, beautiful people. For those who don't know, I'm Tina Provenzano, an intuitive and channel of Oliver. It's nice to connect with everyone. I wanted to pop in and talk a little bit about integrity, which is funny because there's really no such thing as a little bit of integrity. You're either in it or you're out of it. Being in integrity is about living in an aligned way with the whole and highest parts of our being. It is the core values that guide our behavior. And our integrity is displayed in the choices that we make. Integrity is not typically something we're aware of when we're in it. However, I believe we all feel it when our integrity begins to waver. The way I see this manifest most are with those who are exhausted and stressed, yet tell me that they just can't make the time for themselves or don't have that kind of time. And they have too many responsibilities for others. And that exhaustion and anxiety, it's there because they're not filling their own cup first, right? So it's if this is you, it's there letting you know that you're out of integrity with yourself. And like I would say, do you think that the highest part of yourself is on board with you putting yourself last on your list? I don't believe so. And also, I think we have to question the value of what we're then giving to others when we're depleted of life force, energy, and stressed ourselves. So what I would say is have more compassion for yourself and others. Like put yourself back on your list. And I'm sure those of you who love to help out there will relate to finding yourself saying yes when in your head you can literally hear yourself screaming, no, right? Then you get that feeling in the pit of your stomach, which, by the way, is the feeling of you literally throwing yourself under the proverbial bus. And for some, those tire marks on their back run deep. So if you've been in this place repeatedly, you know that the next stop is typically resentment and blame. So free yourself from that. Make both of your yeses and your nos a loving and compassionate response rather than a patterned reaction. I've learned that when we ignore a call to remain in our own integrity, it gets louder. And if we continue, we feel worse. It's not really something that we can ignore for long. The feeling of being out of our own integrity will not go away. And chances are you won't get over it. This feeling is spirit saying you're not aligned with the whole of your personal truth. And from my experience, it will peck at you until you get back into alignment with it. And when we pay attention to that pecking and we align, wow, it feels so good. We feel whole. We are much kinder and loving and compassionate as we walk through life, and that's with ourselves and others. And from this space, we are very connected to our essential nature, our true source. And from here, we can take the needed steps to really make the choices that honor all concerned. And when we make this choice, I believe, and I have witnessed that circumstances always roll out in the best way possible, even though it may not always seem that way in the moment. But I want to clarify something. When we have been compromising our own integrity to be there for others, and we realize how this is draining the life force energy right out of our bodies. And it does, when we've let that go too far, it just continues to leak. I'm not saying that the people who we've taught how we'll behave in life and how we'll respond to their needs is going to do a happy dance when you're putting yourself further up on the list. It's not always going to be comfortable for some people. And then there's going to be people who absolutely applaud you, right? And the truth is, it's going to feel uncomfortable to you at first too. And this makes sense, especially if, in order to survive as a child, you learn to put the needs of others above your own, right? So perhaps this became one of the ways that you came to feel your sense of self-worth, right? And now, after many years of doing that, now you're going through life exhausted and out of integrity because in the process, your own needs really suffered. And so I want you to validate if this is the case for you. You never really developed an understanding that in order to really show up for the people the way you want to show up for them, right? You need to practice better self-care. That I know that wasn't taught to me. And that's a great aha, right? And it may take some getting used to. And I can promise you, though, it feels really good to you and those who love you. When they see you making your own health and well-being a priority in your life, that feels good to them. They love you. They want you to feel good in life. And think about what you're teaching others in the process of that. There are many who will want to live by your example, especially those of you with children, right? Because rest assured, they are watching and learning how the world works at your knee, and just like you did, right? So show yourself how good this feels, and teach others that they can do it too. That life feels better when we're aligned with the whole of who we are. And when we compromise our core values, we leave our self-respect in the dirt. So, but this is good news because it's never too late to come back into alignment with who we are and what we value in life. And that changes, especially when what you value is you, because you are a growing, evolving being. And so your values will change in life. So respect that and honor that. And understand that when we know better and as we learn more, we do better, right? So never buy into the myth that you have to give up who you are in order to be loved or accepted or stay in relationship with anyone. Actually, the truth is those who move through life with a really strong sense of personal integrity, they're much better in their personal relationships. Um, and I think you'll find that you will too. And it's really important to come together with people with the understanding of where you end and someone else begins. I believe a really strong relationship with spirit is important when it comes to living in integrity. It's important to take full responsibility for our lives while making decisions that feel authentic and in integrity with who we really are. And when we do, we become much better humans. I hope that was helpful. I wish you all so much peace and love, and bye for now.